Hey everybody, we're back for another breakdown video. This one is all about the biggest and the baddest of all tanks, the Mammoth Tank. The Mammoth Tank is only available really high in the tech tree, starting from build level 13. It is only available if you have a weapons factory and a repair bay, and it costs 1500 credits, which easily makes it the most expensive unit in the entire game, except for the mobile construction vehicle, which costs 5000 credits. Is the unit worth the fortune though? Be sure to stick around to find out. Now, the Mammoth Tank has a sight of 4, which is pretty good, considering most units only have 3 or less. In this demonstration, you can clearly see the Mammoth Tank with a sight of 4, the minigunner with a sight of 1, and the commando with its huge sight of 5. The speed of the Mammoth Tank is quite slow. With a value of 12, it is much slower than the medium tank, and pretty much any other vehicle, except the artillery, who also has a speed of 12. In this demonstration, you can clearly see that the medium tank is much faster with a speed of 18, and that the Humvee is just way ahead with a speed of 30. In the last video, I said I would do some investigating on the speed values, since there were some oddities. I have done quite a lot of research, and I found some very interesting stuff, of which a video will come out later this week, so don't forget to subscribe, because otherwise you might just miss it. There is one important value that is exclusive to vehicles, which is the turn speed. This value determines how fast the unit can turn around. The Mammoth Tank has a value of 5, which is exactly the same as the medium tank. A turn speed of 5 is quite slow though. Last, but definitely not least, are the attack, defense, and range values of the Mammoth Tank. But before we can even talk about the range, you need to know that the Mammoth Tank has 2 weapons. Its main weapon is the double guns in the front of the tank, and its secondary weapon is a rocket launcher on the side of the turret of the Mammoth Tank. The main weapon has a range of 4.75, which is exactly the same as the medium tank's gun once again. This is quite good, since most units don't even have a range of 4. This range value is easily demonstrated, since a unit with a value of 4 will be able to shoot across 4 cells in the grid of every map. Sandbags occupy exactly 1 cell, so they are an easy indicator of how far units can shoot. On the left, we have 5 sandbags, which the Mammoth Tank is able to shoot from, and on the left, we have 6 sandbags, so the tank will have to move forward to shoot. Now, the secondary weapon has a range of 5 exactly, which is quite similar to the Mammoth Tank's main weapon, so I don't think that needs to be demonstrated. The offensive capabilities of the Mammoth Tank are really what makes this unit shine. Its main gun deals 40 base damage every shot, which is a lot, with 80 time units needed to reload. The shells of the Mammoth Tank's main gun are armor piercing, which means that it only deals 25% of damage of the 30 to unarmored units, which is only infantry. It deals 75% of damage to wooden armored units, also 75% of damage to lightly armored units, and the full 100% of damage to heavily armored units. This means that the main gun is really weak against infantry, but incredibly powerful against buildings and other vehicles. The secondary weapon of this monster deals a base damage of 75 each shot. Just like the main gun, it needs 80 time units to reload. The shells fired from the rocket launcher are high explosive, which means it deals 87.5% of damage to infantry, 75% of damage to wooden armor units, 56.25% of damage to lightly armored units, and 25% of damage to heavily armored units. This means that this weapon is weak against armored units, but a perfect asset to keep infantry at bay. In my testing, I found out that the secondary weapon is only used when the tank is extremely close to its target. That was at least the only way I was able to make the rocket launcher fire. There might be other scenarios in which it works, but I haven't found them. The Mammoth Tank also has 600 hit points and is heavily armored. On top of that, when the Mammoth Tank gets below half health, it'll slowly regenerate back to the halfway point. This unit is also crewed, meaning that when destroyed, there's a chance for infantry to spawn. The Mammoth Tank can also crush infantry under its tracks. Lastly, I want to give you some advice on fighting with the Mammoth Tank. This unit is extremely powerful in almost all combat situations, but due to its huge cost, it is not very easily accessible. In multiplayer, Mammoth Tanks are really not worth it, considering that they are almost double the cost of a medium tank, and they aren't that much more powerful. In my opinion, the Mammoth Tank is the most useful in the campaign. Its healing ability is great for long and strategic battles, and its rocket launcher is great for keeping enemy infantry away. Overall, the Mammoth Tank is without a doubt the tankiest unit in the game, but due to its cost, it's only worth it in some niche situations. And that will be it for today's breakdown video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Feel free to let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, because more breakdown videos are on their way. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!